Hey everybody, let's take a look now at how to generate some text in SchoolAI and then to put that into a quiz in Canvas for those who would prefer to use Canvas over Wonders. Over here on this side, I've come into the assistants in SchoolAI, and as you know, assistants act a lot like ChatGPT, specifically Co-Teacher. So I wrote my prompt about my third grade class. I wanted an article with 5 paragraphs at Lexile 600 to 820. They're pretty good readers. And to talk about recycling plastic trash. And it's specifically meant to identify this proficiency scale. I can identify the reasons that support the claim. And so I also wanted 4 reasons why recycling is important with headings, and also a 4-question quiz at DOK levels 1, 2, 3, and 4 with increasing complexity. Multiple choice questions, one having more than one right answer, a 4th question being short answer. So here's this article that it generated with the headings. Here are the 4 quiz questions, one of which is short answer. I ask for an answer key showing multiple choice here and then multiple right answers on multiple choice on question 3 with the 4-point rubric for the short answer question at the end shown right here in a table form. So now how do we put this into a Canvas quiz? So the first thing we need to do is we want to be in our modules. So we'll come into our modules view here and I have a module called trial items, and so I'm going to come in and create a new quiz. So we'll come in here, choose quiz, select create quiz, and I want new quizzes because it gives me a few more options. And we'll call this SchoolAI. Got to get that spacing there. And this will be a CFA about explanations. So here we have that. And this is going in my assignment group called quiz. Now remember, that is essential to make sure that this will sync with PowerSchool in time. So I'll add this new item. Comes up here at the bottom as usual, and so we'll open that up and prepare our quiz here. This one we're going to say it's 4 points because I have to get everything exactly right in order to get credit for it. I want it to sync to PowerSchool. I'm going to assign to everyone, and it obviously needs a due date. Now I'm going to pick one kind of close to the end of the school year here, December 20th in the calendar year at 11:59. I don't need to worry about available from. So I've kind of taken care of a lot of my sync issues up here. Then I'm going to go to build. And then from here I'm ready to create my quiz. So I put in my instructions. So I've got some basic instructions. I could add some more here to that, and I'll just say I'm done right there. Then I'm going to put in my information. Now I want stimulus material, and so stimulus material is linked on the side so that students can refer to it during the time that they are looking at their quiz. So I don't need any instructions in particular, but I'm going to take this article about why recycling is important to us and highlight the article, and then I'm going to copy that and come in here for the content on the stimulus and paste that. So now my article is shown here. I can stretch this down just a little bit so you can see this article, and this will be shown to the side of the questions. So this will be super useful, and I'm going to bank this. Now banking may not seem that important, however it is important because this is Unit 2, Week 4, because it allows me to share if I create an item bank. So I'm going to add that to the bank. Now I need to add my questions. My first one is multiple choice. So over here on this side, I'll come back in here. I'll choose this line. Whoops, so I can get that selected. It's kind of weird for me with that highlighter being yellow so you can see it better. I'll put my question name in there so I can find it. Now I would generally be more specific about what this is so that I can find it more easily in my item bank. But for today, I'm just going to slap that together. We'll paste this in, and then we'll come in and select our answers here. We'll copy and paste and right now. Let's see if it'll handle those A's, B's, C's, and D's. I can probably go in and take them out in just a minute here. Gave me a little issue on that one. Sometimes, for some reason, when I get down to item D, it wants to put a 1 in front of it. Let's see if it does that this time. And if it does, we'll take care of it. Yeah, see what I'm talking about there? Let's see if I can get rid of that. And then it takes out the bullets. So let's go clean up as much as we can in these just to make them all look the same. You'll probably have similar issues when it's your turn to do your own quiz. Excuse me again. Now, as we look at our answer key down here, it tells us that item B is the correct answer. So we'll mark that correct. And I'm going to bank this question. You'll note that it's going to remember, I called this one recycling. And so hopefully I can find that. There it is, Unit 2, Week 4. And now from here on, it should remember that. Adding it in the bank helps me to keep track of where it is. And I can keep reusing this multiple times. So again, same steps on this next one here. We'll come to question 2. Copy that. We'll call this one question 2. And I should name this more specifically question 2 about recycling. We'll paste in our question. And then we can come in and copy our answers one more time. Thanks for your patience. It does take a few minutes to do this, but you'll be able to see that we can make this quiz fairly quickly. As you practice, you'll get faster. As I'm trying to hopefully show you here, I'll need to come in and reformat these in just a second because it is doing that bullet. And every time I do the bullet, for some reason, when I get to question 4 or item choice number 4, when I put it in here, it suddenly wants to put in a number 1 with it. And I don't know why that is. I really can't tell you, but it just does it. So just be aware that you'll probably meet up with this issue as well at some point, and that's okay. We just do our edits and everything comes out fine in the end. We all live. Hopefully we live anyway. And so this one, item 2, of course, was also B. Now this next question, we'll bank that just to make sure. Our next question is going to be slightly different. Notice that it remembered here which bank I was in on this quiz, which is pretty helpful. Let's take a look at this last one, and I won't go on all the way through, but this one's called a multiple answer question. So question 3 here has multiple right answers. So I'm going to come in and choose this because our question stem is saying pick 3 of these. So we'll mark the ones we need and paste them in. Now on this side, it looks like I'm going to have to add one more answer because there's generally 4. 4 is sort of the default on these multiple choice questions in Canvas, but that's easy enough to fix. We'll just add another option down here in a moment. And I'm wondering when we get to item 5, what it will try to do. Oh, check that out. It didn't add the extra number 1 there, so I'll add one more answer here. Let's see if this one gets the 1. Ah, it does. There you go. Behold, the amazing thing that happens on the last question in the list when we are working in SchoolAI. Pretty funny how it does that. I'm not sure why. Just, again, be aware it does. So we'll get these all taken care of. One other thing we could do, however, is come in here and we could add an image into our stimulus material if we choose. We don't need to, but we could. Our answer key here tells us that A, B, and D are correct. So I have A and B marked. I just need to mark question D right there as a right answer. And I want an exact match. I have to get all of those, and we'll bank that item again. And as you watch, it will remember Unit 2, Week 4 is my bank. And down here, attaching one more question, this will be our short answer. There is no short answer option in Canvas. It's called essay. So I'll just come in, copy this. we'll call this one question 4. And we'll paste in our prompt or our question. And then from there, the students will get the rich content editor. We can also give them spell check if we need to and showing word count. And we'll come in and bank this item. Now, one thing I could have done was to add my rubric to this. And I'll probably do that in another video. Here, we can come in and check on the preview, see how our quiz looks. You can see my reading selection is here on the left, and I can also come in and answer my questions however I need to, A, B, and D, and then down here I have my information right there, and in a regular quiz I just have submit right there, and this will go into my gradebook as test student. So then I can go in and make sure that it behaves the way it should, mark the right answers, my preview's looking good, so I can return and make sure that I publish all of this, and we should be ready to go with this for use with students. So that's how to get from SchoolAI to a Canvas new quiz. I hope that's useful to you. Have a great day.